Years. So I figured out it'll be a good idea to do a video covering exactly what I think is going to happen in 2025. What are my predictions? What's next? What should you as a brand be looking out for when it comes to 2025 and creator relationships? I just have some thoughts and I just want to share with you. It's not a very structured video. It's more of a conversation. Let's dive in. Quick recap. Looking into 2024, what has happened? I think number one, a lot of affiliate deals. So when you compare it to even 2 years ago, we saw a lot more affiliate deals coming out of influencers, which is a good thing because that means influencers understand that brands care about performance and they want to make affiliate deals for creators who would perform for them. It's a great thing. So I think 2024 definitely was like the influencers doing affiliate deals sort of year, and I think that's just going to continue into 2025. So definitely that was one trend that stands out. What else? Before 2024, I think seeding was seen as a complete entire strategy, but now, like what I've always been saying, is seeding is not a strategy. Seeding is a way to start a relationship with a creator. So I think we saw a lot of that. We saw a lot of that pyramid model that I talk about, where brands are doing multi-step deals with creators, where seeding is just part of the relationship strategy and not the entire strategy. So I like that about what happened in 2024. One of the things that maybe I did not like as much about 2024 is the rise of TikTok Shop. I think it kind of, not sure if it was intentional or it was just like a side effect, but a lot of brands then started to look at influencers purely as a performance channel, which they're clearly not. There's countless studies online, there's countless experiments that we've ran that have proved to us the true impact of influencers is so much beyond pure performance and purely sales that come out of affiliate links. I think TikTok Shop definitely rose a lot in 2024, and also kind of like on the downtrend now with new brands trying it and not working as well. AOVs are way lower on TikTok Shop, plus creators don't respond and so on and so forth. But this is not a video about Shop, but generally I think social commerce rose. YouTube launched a Shop, but that's not super viral as TikTok is. But yeah, we definitely saw a lot of rise of TikTok Shop, and a little bit more maybe bad thing was that brands started thinking of influencers as a performance channel. But I'm seeing that trend kind of change with that TikTok ban looming. And then obviously I think one of the key things that we've seen over the years and we saw in 2024 more than ever was that small creators continued to shine. Small creators, nano micro influencers just continued to outperform the larger creators. I keep saying do deals with 10 micro influencers and they will be more powerful than doing 2 deals with 2 sort of mega influencers. Always, if you're a new brand, focus on the micro influencers. You'll get better deals, you'll get more ROI on your money. That's what I think was 2024. Generally, a lot of affiliate deals, some bad things with brands purely looking at influencers as a performance channel. Seeding was looked at as a way to build relationships. I am seeing a little bit of a yin and yang where some brands are just purely performance influencers. Some brands are going all in on the brand side of things and getting performance out of it. And obviously, micro influencers continue to shine. So that was some highlights from 2024. Where I think it's going is I think definitely that trend of people doing like seeding being a part of the stack and not the entire strategy is going to continue. Brands are going to do more deeper relationships. I think this year 2024 we saw a lot of like the base of the pyramid, which is seeding as a strategy to build relationship, in the middle of the pyramid, which was affiliate deals and ambassador programs. What I would like to see more of is maybe even more creative ambassador programs going into 2025, and even deeper partnerships like paid collaborations with creators who graduate from that seeding level to ambassador and then ambassador to long-term partner for the brand. I think that is definitely coming. I'm already having conversations with brands that are looking to do this in 2025. So I think more deeper relationships are definitely going to come. Base plus bonus partnerships, things like that, where it's a longer term play because brands understand, the smart ones, they understand that it's more about the community, more about getting consistent posts from the same creators over and over again than getting like net new creators posting about you all the time. Once you build a community of like 300, even 200 people, the game just changes to maximize the value of your community and do more with the people that you've acquired. So I think we'll see more deeper partnerships come out of brands in 2025. And as much as I dislike the performance nature of TikTok Shop, I think social commerce in general is going to continue to rise. Obviously, it's a natural thing. If you're on Instagram, you're on TikTok, you're browsing YouTube, you just want to be able to buy from the same interface as opposed to buying, like clicking on a website, going on a website and then buying through an external portal. It's also in the favor of the social media platforms to control the conversion so they get the data so they can have contextual advertising. Everything just kind of aligns for social commerce as a way to purchase, as a conversion mechanism. I like social commerce, but again, I think we will see less of the more sort of traditional affiliate only TikTok shop, very QVC-esque, sort of like, hey, buy now, purely product posts. I think that we will see less of, but social commerce as a conversion channel, 100%, I think we will see more of that coming from all different platforms in 2025 and beyond. On that note, I think brands are starting to understand Facebook getting less and less effective over time. They see how impactful influencers can be. Like one of the true impact of influencers, not just sales, right? Like, so they get you UGC, which you can leverage. They get you awareness. They get you content that you can use across your channels, right? Things like that, I think are very important that brands are starting to understand. They get you middle of funnel content that helps educate prospects so that they convert by clicking on a Google ad later on, right? So that entire sort of full stack nature of influencer marketing and the true impact that influencers drive is starting to become more and more apparent. And I think going into 2025, maybe a little bit later in the year, we'll see brands understand this as they do those, again, all of this is interlinked, as they do those deeper partnerships with creators. They will also start seeing the true performance and impact that influencers drive for the brand. One of the experiments that we ran back when I was running the agency was we started working with a skincare brand, and what they did was around this, they were trying to push their product out. It was kind of like launch phase of a new product line, and they started working with a Google Ads agency around the same time as they started working with us. What happened was we got them, I think, over 60 or 70 creators who were onboarded and promoting them actively. At that point, they were not seeing any sales coming in, any like decent sales coming in from those creators. So they were like, hey, we have to cancel our contract with you. We like the post, but we are unable to justify ROI. On the other hand, the Google Ads agency is just crushing it. Our CPMs are our cost per clicks are at an all-time low. We're just getting insane conversion rates. They're doing good. So we just want to allocate more money to Google. And guess what happened? A couple of months later, they reached out again and they said, well, it was the influencers that were doing all the education, and people were not clicking on the link but googling us and buying by clicking on the Google ad, and that is why the ads were expensive. The moment they stopped working with creators, a couple of months down the line, it died out, and then the Google ads shot up in their lack of performance, in cost. That's what I think brands are going to realize this more and more organically. So they're going to see influencers not in a silo as a performance channel, but on a holistic basis as an impact channel, as a channel that affects pretty much everything else that you do. You can leverage content for ads, you can leverage it in your email marketing, you get to have better awareness, you can drive people into retail with influencers. You can do so much that I think more and more brands are going to realize that and put more money, allocate more budget towards influencer marketing. And maybe the last thing that I would mention here, I think more regulation is coming. We already saw the FTC getting stricter and stricter with their laws with influencers when it comes to advertising regulation. I think more regulation is coming to the influencer space, but also I think it's a very, very good sign, because regulation comes to any industry that is maturing, right? So it's a good sign that regulation is coming. Again, if you look at Facebook ads, if you look at traditional advertising, it's highly regulated. You have to get approvals from lawyers before you run ads. You don't have to do that right now with influencers, and I don't think that's the scale where it will get at in the next year. But I think there's definitely more regulation coming, which is a good sign, because the government or bodies also realize that influencer marketing is a real thing. It's a great thing. It validates our space and it tells us that, hey, we have to, again, you can play within the rules and still make a lot of money using influencers, and consumers also understand if an influencer is promoting something with an ad. So I don't necessarily hate regulation, unlike some other people, but I think more regulation will come in 2025, which is an interesting thing for as brands to be aware of, because that means we have to be aware of these rules and play within it, and also for us as a platform to help you understand exactly how to cater to these new regulations, maybe build alerts, things like that. Also on a platform perspective, a lot new things are coming inside of SARAL in 2025. I'm really excited for some of the products that we have on our roadmap. I won't reveal much right now. There's some really interesting stuff. We're on a mission, like I said, to build the full stack of influencer marketing. So we want to empower brands to do everything possible with influencers within the same platform without needing any other tools. That's the mission that we're going to work towards. That's a little bit of a hint, but there's some interesting stuff on the product roadmap for 2025, and that is upcoming. So watch out for that. Again, if you're interested in streamlining your influencer process, saving hours, generating more money, so if you're interested in that, I'll leave a link to book a call with our sales team. But this is what I think is coming for influencer marketing. I think 2024 was a very interesting year with a lot of new avenues, a lot of new brands coming into influencer marketing, a lot of big successes. I think 2025 is going to be even more foundational. So I'm really, really pumped for what's going on and what's up next. With that said, I wish you all a happy new year and a Merry Christmas. I will see you next year. Bye bye.